And of course, with some of the conditions last season that made for many a high score. In fact, Park Ji-young's title-winning final aggregate number, the only one under par, it has a much different feeling in 2024. By the end of the day, welcome back. We are so glad you could join us for round number 3. A couple of things that we will keep note of, especially as we get closer and closer to the back 9, is
앞에 좀 멈춰주세요.
certainly a much more complicated shot when you have to contend with the trees and try and shape it around. The approach at 9 for Bae Sohyun, and the sand eliminates any ability to manipulate it, and our volunteers on the left have to run for cover. And we welcome you. Going through the mental battles right now. Still trying to put that recent bogey out of her immediate consciousness. She's +1 for the day and 6 back suddenly. Okay, Sohyun also over par for the round. There's a chance to go even at the turn. Was going so well for her yesterday even, and then 18 she drilled a shot over into the trees. And today she started so strong, birdies in each of the first 3 holes. Had a bogey at 4, a double at 6, and another bogey at 9.
알겠습니다.
조심하세요.
이동 멈춰주세요.
상체 지나갑니다.
Pitching wedge for Bae Sohyun and her approach. As we had just seen Yoon Na's group pinned today at the back of this green. That's precisely where she heads, inside of the shadow of the flag. Should be able to make that birdie with her eyes closed.
상체 조심하세요.
네, 알겠습니다.
This vantage point from front of the green shows that the speed will come in right away. It's just a nudge. Gravity does the rest. One down, 8 to go as she pursues Yoon Na. Next one into the fairway, and Bae Sohyun looking to be the next one on 11 to get onto the green. It's a 9-iron and 115. Playing closer to 125 with the hill, and she's short. And perfectly in a stretch of 5 par 4s in a row. It's a crucial part of the run-in before it starts to get tricky. Changing distances, par 5s and 3s. Bae Sohyun, it is now a putt for par on 11. Nobody in the group will be leaving here with fond memories, but avoids a nightmare scenario with that putt.
네, 알겠습니다. 예, 이동 멈춰주세요.
Just make out the sliver of the pin directly above the little U-shaped cutout on the left sand trap. Bae Sohyun in this final group. Also a 9 for Bae Sohyun. Wind fairly calm. Line was okay, and that is the opposite end of the spectrum to Hong Jung-min. You can see Yunina sitting in a delightful position. Take home a nice payday. And Bae Sohyun a little long. And that spin up closer to the pin. At least she was able to avoid rolling all the way back to the front. 12 for Bae Sohyun rolls in her par.
소리 안 나게 해주세요.
She's been dynamite on the par threes all weekend long. Akin to her approach game in general, as she throws an absolute dart. Blindfold her and spin her around 3 times, and she probably still complete that birdie. It's one of the more impressive tee shots. 15 Yoo-hyun Jo starts going but as far right as you possibly can in the fairway.
네, 알겠습니다.
Grazes over the inside, looks back to her caddy in disbelief. I understand why she'd feel a little hard done by today. Despite feeling
막아주세요.
a sensation of a letdown with the last 2 holes.
멈춰주세요.
Birdie here yesterday.
소리 좀 안 나게 해주세요.
If it was the insect or a sound from the side of the green, but you can tell that the mental balance is in a bit of a precarious spot. Trying to control absolutely every aspect. Can completely understand why. Bae Sohyun on the approach at 14 will
더, 좀 더, 좀 더. 아유. 나이스! 파이팅!
Back to work and just wants a reason to feel that confidence again. Bae Sohyun 291. Just a simple iron to lay up. Into the Rise ETF zone. .127 for Bae Sohyun. And look at that. Zoomed out because we lost it in the sky, but I have to zoom in all the way to the flag. That's the shot. Smashed the cart path too and ended up 30 or 40 yards longer than normal. Bae Sohyun, the long-awaited birdie at last. Back to even. See if this can kickstart a little run for Bae Sohyun. Birdie here on Thursday, and yeah, I'd say she's got her swagger back. Such an unbelievable amount of skill and confidence to go directly into the corner going one lies behind you. So she trails by 4. Back to back now for Bae Sohyun after a 4-hole departure from the birdies. She's up to 7 under. Joe reaching the end and just going to have enough power on the drive to roll out of the rough and back into the fairway. Now an 8-iron for Bae Sohyun. 121 should be very attackable from that distance, but She left nothing to chance either in terms of the two very different elevations of the green. We go all the way back to the corner of this 17th green. Kim Jae-hee, by the way, that is now 24 holes without dropping any strokes, as she has been methodically working her way towards the top.
그냥 계속 훅이죠.
계속 훅이야.
약간 내려가고 수가 조금 있네요. 여기까지는 좀 맞나요?
괜찮을 것 같아.
조금만 내려가는 걸로 보는 거죠?
With no one hot on their heels, Bae Sohyun takes a few extra moments to plot out a break point. Here she goes. Maybe those extra seconds could lead to excellence. One more revolution or two, and she's there for birdie. It's a excellent putt that when you look at the scorecard, you wouldn't know it. And part of this 53rd hole of the tournament.
나는 그래도 될 것 같아. 카메라 소리 안 나게 해주세요. 소리 안 나게 해주세요.
Looks like and sounds like a strong start to the 18th. Ricochets down the fairway, even out of frame. Big pad left, there it is. Bae Sohyun has shown she's more than willing on multiple occasions to try to play a little bit longer. Well, that's getting sorted out. Entrance to the forest. Bae Sohyun and Jungmin can go on and play their seconds. That is a 5-wood being grasped. She is going to try and go for it in 2. Eagle would be dream stuff for Bae Sohyun. Move her within 1. And that is almost a perfectly executed second shot from the fairway. That would be her 72nd shot. Would have her down 5 spots, tied for 6th with Hong Jin-young 2 and Kim Soo-ji. Basically decides I better wait. It's concluded. Revisit the third round highlights and set the stage for tomorrow's championship deciding round. Through no fault of her own, she's had Bae Sohyun about 15 minutes to think of this putt.
플레이하겠습니다.
She couldn't catch Yoo Hyun-jo with this putt, but my goodness, could she put the pressure on. 8.9 meters downhill. She left the last one from about this range short. Down then up, we should say. Here it goes. For just the second eagle of the day at 18. It is a hair short. She'll knock that in and should be once again featuring in the featured group tomorrow. Really nice running for Bae Sohyun. One better than she had shot yesterday. She's able to find 4 birdies in the back 9, 5 overall.